Yeah, my sleep pattern has definitely changed. Uh, it's been 3 days now. I've been waking up at, well, I woke up at 7:30 this morning, but I went back to sleep until 11 o'clock, and I didn't get to sleep until 12:01 last night. So, I got 10 hours sleep, which is agreeable with my medication. And yeah, it's concerning, and what's triggered that, I think, is starting this channel. The stress that comes along with that, the paranoid thoughts, and not being good enough, a fear of getting honest, and yeah, so I don't have a great deal to say. Feeling pretty stable and calm at present, which is a positive. I didn't post yesterday, and I don't feel as though I have a great deal to say at all, really. It's it's good to be alive, and I'm making some headway, in regards to my childhood trauma. So but there's also been some denial there as well, in the sense that I swing both ways. It was just the PTSD. I don't have schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder at all. I can manage that without the aid of medication, and be free to lead a life of some sort of normalcy. But I only got to look back, at some of the behaviour I had as a child, and the progress I've made over the last last month or so has been in regards to expansive thinking. Internally, I have an expansive mood, where I've always, wanted to be celebrated, in the sense that in my imagination, I can envision myself and place myself in situations where I'm a little like Bradley Cooper in the movie Limitless, where he becomes this affluent, charismatic, gregarious socialite, that never fails to captivate, charm, or enthrall his audience. And that's what I'm capable of in my own imagination. But, in reality, I'm introverted, shy, inhibited, and, find it very difficult to socialise at all. So there's this contradiction there, and in regards to what is real and what isn't. So and they're polar opposites. So one is just a massive overcompensation for the fact that, and I guess it's a belief. I've done some work on it in regards to learning to love myself as I am, and not as I think I should be. And I think it's a shortcoming of Australian culture, where you're only loved and adored if you're a larrikin, so to speak. And it's a term for someone whose personality is a little bit frivolous, jocular, and facetious. And I used to act the part, looking for acceptance and approval. But I can say today that it was all just a game, to like I mentioned, to find acceptance and love. So learning to be true to myself, which is a challenge, because I never really knew who I was until I got a diagnosis, and then learning to take that on board, and my fear in regards to that. As a child, we were very cruel to one another, and you had a spastic and a retard, and then you had a mongoloid, which was a hideous, vile, disgusting creature that was the bane of society. And if I get really honest, that's what I associated schizophrenia with, as being a mongoloid. So the self-stigma, never mind the stigma that was within society. I had a lot of self-stigma. So yeah. I'll post later on in the day, and I'll get honest about a negative symptom called evolution, because I suffer with it immensely. I could change if I wanted to, if I made a commitment and put in some strategies to form a new habit. But once again, it comes into play, and I just haven't got the motivation. I'm too lazy. So that's me for this morning. Take care all. Don't forget to comment if you identify, or if you have some insight and awareness you think I may benefit from. Please comment or subscribe. Thank you. Ciao.